5:30. On Friday night we've just arrived at Folkestone Eurotunnel. We got a letter which was about an hour earlier than our scheduled crossing, and then we were waiting in the car park and told we could proceed as soon as we liked, so it could be maybe an hour and a half early, which is good, because we'd kind of like to get to Dijon tonight, which is what, about 4 hours? 4 or 5 hours from Calais. Kind of then halves the journey we've got to make tomorrow when we're going down to Lake Annecy on our way to Italy, where we're getting the ferry to Corsica. It's 20 to 9, it's still 26 degrees, so we've got the aircon on. We are 3 hours away from our stop for tonight, which is going to be in Corsica, which is near to Dijon. And we should be arriving there about 5 to midnight. But we've just put the clocks forward, so that's really only 5 to 11 home, so it's perfectly doable. Still light at the moment, it's a lovely evening actually, and the roads are very pleasant. We've arrived, it's exactly midnight. I think Tony's just popping the roof up. I had a really good night's sleep. We are in Corsica, which is not far from Dijon, one of our favourite airs. It's just on the outside of a little village. It was very quiet last night, quite warm. We had the windows open, a little bit of a breeze coming past. It's just before 8 AM, so we're going to get back on the road because we're heading to Lake Annecy this morning. Probably about 4 hours to get there. We're going to have a supermarket stop to fill Cleopatra up with wine to last us while we're on Corsica. Tony's just putting the roof down. I'm going to try and make coffee on the way. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, yes, let's get back on the road. The kettle says do not use while the car is in motion, which is kind of obvious, but you wouldn't plug it in when the engine wasn't on, would you, because you're going to drain the battery.
Exit the roundabout.
Anyway, I'm doing alright, it's between my legs. Getting quite warm now, so I'll soon have coffee. But we are just arriving back onto the motorway, and there's 3 hours 26 to go ahead of us before we get to
in 300 metres, keep left at the fork, follow signs for A31.
It worked.
In 100 metres, turn right.
we've stopped at Decathlon to buy some bike supplies. We needed a couple of new tyres. We've got 4 inner tubes. And then we've been to Super U and bought 30 litres of wine and 48 bottles of beer. That should keep us going while we're on Corsica, I think. We'll need to then stock up on wine to take back home. But that's all the shopping done. We're heading to the campsite, which is 19 minutes away. And hopefully in a minute we'll have some views of the lake. Right, it's night number 3 and we're on a motorhome air in Italy. It's about a 40-minute drive to Savona tomorrow to catch the ferry. €5 a night here. It's quite busy. We pitched on the second to last pitch, and we are having dinner now, which is tinned new potatoes, pickled herrings and tomatoes.
Salad.
So yes, quite simple, mostly out of a packet dinner, but it looks lovely. So there we go. So this air is quite a good discovery, I think. It's really convenient for the ferry. It's from Savona tomorrow, just a 40-minute drive in the morning. It's €5 a night, but it has toilet facilities, a shower. We've had cold showers because hot needs a token. Even if we'd wanted to pay, we didn't know that in time to have bought one from the swimming pool next door. So we're just having a glass of wine. Then we're going to put the bikes inside the van, having learnt a lesson last year, and being fined €70 for the extra length the bike rack adds to the van. And then we'll be up about 4:30 in the morning, so that we're well over the hour early we need to be for our 7:30 ferry to Corsica.
Continue on Strada Statale on Via Aurelia for 1.5 kilometers.
5:36 or something in the morning. Only took about 40 minutes to get to the ferry port. We're now in a queue of traffic because the ferry's not here yet, so not going anywhere anytime soon. Is that ferry coming in or going out? Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Bonjour. So we arrived in Corsica at about 1:45 yesterday. Managed to get to camping Amurucciu at about 3 o'clock. We managed to get almost exactly the same pitch as we were on last year, just a couple of metres more that way I think. So one hammock's hanging from the same trees as last time, the other one is just there. Good night's sleep. It cooled down quite nicely in the night. Up, I've got no idea what the time is, have you? No. It was getting a bit warm upstairs to sleep, so we've got up and we're making breakfast, and Tony found a recipe a couple of days ago for pancakes made with bananas and eggs. Just bananas and eggs. So we're giving those a go this morning. It'd be really nice if they're nice, because there's nothing really bad for you in that, is there? So mushing up with the bananas.
Yes.
Looks like a pancake.
Mm-hmm.
Pancake avec Greek yogurt.
Banana-y pancake. It's actually really nice.
Right, so it's our first full day in Corsica. We've been to the beach till about 4 o'clock, come back and had a shower in our utility tent. I've done some washing, and now the dinner is on, but we have to cook a little bit surreptitiously because last year we got told off for using the electricity for cooking, which is really stupid. It's €4 a night. You can't possibly use €4 if you don't use it for cooking. So it's on the floor, and because the man who owns a campsite comes around on a little golf cart, and that's how he saw us doing it last year, so hopefully you won't notice. Did I say what we're having? It's Greek stafado made with carrots, onions and lentils. And it needs to cook for a couple of hours, then we're going to let it cool a little bit because we don't really want hot food in this mafting heat. Next time on Ending Up Anywhere, we move into Corsica's mountainous interior, do some canyoning we weren't really prepared for, and have a little accident.